Hi, this is the Price Action Analyst. Welcome back to my channel. I've had a bit of a break. I was getting the subscriber service set up, so that's all up and running now. Basically comprises, me, all the information I get about various cryptocurrencies in spreadsheet form, and that's updated daily, and then other things, longer time frame things, are updated weekly, and then every few months I go through the base list as well. So I'm glad that that's up and running. I'm just going to do a video today after having done that work. I've taken a couple of things. So the spreadsheet will also sort of give, anytime there's an ideal entry point, the spreadsheet will make note of that and also send out alerts. It also has ideal exit points for coins, and doing things like breakouts and stuff like that. So this video is just going to be coins that are on the ideal entry alert list, and or getting close to their ideal entry level. So this is Vechain. Vechain, I had a exit. I told people that was a good place to take profits. It was a bit early. Formed another wick, and I was even more certain we were going to get a retracement off the second wick. There was a short-term one there and a push-up, which has failed inside the wick. And price is now pushing down, and so there's a couple of ways to play this. You kind of have to look at where you expect. So, I would expect the retracement to be roughly 50%, which is here, which is where this wick was. I also expect this wick to offer support. So price will it is coming inside the wick, and it will either wash that and push up or just push up. Also, there's air here. It's likely it never gets down this far. This push up on Vechain was very strong. So there's a couple of ways to play this. You could just say, for example, if you just have your zone marked. So if you just say that wick is my zone and I'm going to buy when price is in that wick, I mean that, given the time frames that people are buying and holding these cryptos for, that's fine. That would mean that, you could buy the price now where it is. It's at 176. This range is 163 to 184, so you could buy it. Given this bar, I think it's likely that price will push down, so you might even get a wash here. So you can wait and buy it, at that level, or just wait to see. So there's two choices really: buy it at a predetermined level, or wait until you see substantial buying. So if you're going to wait, I would wait with the expectation that price is going to push down, but as soon as I get a big buying bar, that's your entry signal. So, the risk is, if you get in at a predetermined range prior to that, the risk is that price just continues to push against you. Although with this uptrend, that's the low probability event, right? So I think for price to just meander down here, it's low probability. I think it's going to come down to this area, and you're going to see buying support and a push out. So the risk of waiting is if you get a big buying bar, well, you're buying up here when you could have bought down here. So each strategy has risks, advantages, and risks associated with it. But that area, if price comes and washes here and there's buying support here, that's likely going to be the entry trigger. So I just continue to watch that, but Vechain's definitely moving into an area where I'd expect buying. And again, I think I sold somewhere here at 152, so it may get down here. I mean, these are generally reliable. That exit was probably a touch early. Well, it was early. It's hard to know at the time, but so that's Vechain. I would just continue to wait there, because if price pushes up here and you get a buying bar and my entry is 2 instead of 176, I mean, I'm not, hugely concerned about that. But if it continues to push down here and I can get it for, in the 1.5s, then that's better. So personally, I would just wait. This next one is CHSB. I think this is Swissborg. So this coin's actually broken out, and then it's retracing here, and the retracement, there's wicks there. You've got this wick here that has already provided support. Price would have to come in very deep to retest the trend line. I don't think it's going to do that. There's air down here, but I don't expect that it'll get down there. I think that's close to, I think you're probably going to get some sort of buying support in this area here. So again, having broken out, I would just wait to get a buy signal here, and then I would be prepared to get long that one. That one had a very, I mean, you can't, sorry, I'm just looking at the historical prices. So these are all-time highs, and that was a very strong push up. So, and that is, you can call that 2 legs, you could call that 1 leg, but that's a very strong push up. So expect buying support here and another push out. Yeah. That doesn't look like the right one. I just want to check and make sure that I've got the right coin here. Lisk. Oh, that's the right one. So this is Lisk, LSK. So that had a quite a strong push up, and then a very lengthy consolidation, which it's breaking out of now, and you can see there was a not much of a volume spike. The volume's also I mean, it's kind of the peaks of retrace there, but there was certainly more volume when it spiked up. So that's breaking out, and you've got buying bars there. So that looks to me like that's going to push out higher. It's not very strong yet, but again, those breaks can be violent. So, I like the look of that that breakout, and yeah. So I mean, your all-time highs are if it tests the all-time highs again, that's a significant jump. The other thing I would want to look at is just here the support and resistance lines. So yeah, I mean, there's this low, if this is a low here, these are retests of the low. And then that's a breakout as well of this trend line and a volume spike. So, expect, at the very least, expect a retest of that high. But given this context, that might be yeah, there's a good chance that's the beginning of the next up leg. So I like the look of that. It's not the strength of the breakout is not overwhelming, but again, those, they can be violent when they break. So, the only way to take advantage of that is to try it, to buy in and just, see if it's going to push higher. Here's a good example, kind of. I mean, it's not the same breakout, but you get a buying bar and then you get a big buying bar and the red bars. I mean, if you're not buying here, you can't take advantage of that. And it's very hard. The only way to really predict that is if you've had one of these before and then, you play the breakout after the retest. So I like that. I would be tempted to try that. And then sorry, I've written down the names of the coins without writing down the ticker. This is Verge. So I also like what this is doing. And this is a similar approach to the coin that we just looked at. This is a good example, right? All right, there's a breakout, long consolidation, breakout, price is retracing. Okay, the retest is good, a little bit of buying. I don't know, that I'm not really overwhelmed with that breakout. But, if you're not buying here, then you miss that. By the time you see that, well, now you're buying higher, right? Now you got to hope that it continues from there. So, that's exactly kind of what we're looking at with Lisk. So, it's not overwhelming, but when the breakout happens, they're pretty violent. And the volume, look here, like even there at that late breakout, the volume doesn't step in till there. So, if you want to ride that, you've really got to be able to pick that. By the time you've missed half the move, by the time if you wait for the volume spike, you've missed half the move. So, anyway, so this has had a big push up. And, I'm not sure whether you would frame it like, yeah, I guess. But the thing is here, here's your error and your 50% retracement, and now you have a previous low. So this wash, you could see a big buying bar off the wash of that pivot. My point is, this isn't now in a good area where you would expect to see buying. So again, you can wait for the buying pressure, that's fine, but just be ready for it. Like, you'd need to look at this every day. I don't think it'll get down here. But even, this air here, and again, if we go down to hourly bars, so this air here is, you're gonna get buying support off that too, and you've got, this is a previous high too, but it's more the air. I think maybe it was this air, but you're gonna get a lot of buying support off of that. So and this one. So watch this area. Price is either going to push out of here or it's going to come down here, and you've got to be waiting for the buying support. And it's all right if you could look at this, maybe 3 hourly is better. You know, if you see a big buying bar on the 3 hour, like if you see one of these, one of those buying bars here on a 3 hourly or an hourly, you know, that's your signal. You're gonna get strength off a buying bar like that. Even if price comes and retests the air, you're gonna get your move up. So, you know, that move was in the middle of nowhere, but if we get one of those and it pushes outside the trend line, that's kind of what we're waiting for. So that is Verge. I like that. I like, you know, I don't want to be buying up here. So I don't own this coin yet. It's something I think, you know, with that push up, if I get a proper trigger entry, I would consider taking a position in that. I have that coin is listed in my model portfolio as well. And, you know, you've got the volume spike and the drop off in volume. So I think you're probably going to get another leg up. And also, you know, price is very low. This was a low price and a lengthy consolidation. So if this is the start of the uptrend, I mean, this, you know, if price is ultimately going to get back to previous highs, this is what it's going to look like, right? So, and the only way to, like I said, to take advantage of that is to, you know, be buying it down here. When you know, when it pushes out here and you buy it, well, it's you know, normally it's not as good because it's now high probability it pushes back inside again. So so those are just a few coins that are on my ideal entry alert list, and so that's something that I look at every day. So if you're interested in having that sort of information, I have a video on how to subscribe to the subscription service. Also, if you like the video, please like it. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and follow me on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, I'm at Price Analyst. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.